Hello, good morning. I hope everybody's having a great day so far. Or maybe it's your nighttime if you're watching from the other side of the world. But I was running ahead, so I started this thing a minute early. So here we go. I do have a tweet chat link this week. I am tweeting that out right now. So if you like to use that, if that's easier for you, the wonderful Monique sent me a link last week that it works really well on, I guess. So if you check my Twitter feed and you want to use that, we'll see how it goes. It looks like it's doing really good so far, like automatically updating when somebody tweets with the hashtag BBLive. So let me see here. Oh, good morning. I see I wasn't the only one who was early. Good morning, Carissa, Jamie. It's her first beauty broadcast live. Elizabeth, Rebecca, Oriane, Rebecca Keller. Good morning, y'all, she says. Love from Lithuania. Thank you. Oh, Mary finally gets to watch. She's usually in class. A Nerdy Life says, the first time I watched Beauty Broadcast Live was several weeks ago. As soon as I typed hi, the connection was broken. Hope this time I can finally say hi. Yes! It worked! Love from the Netherlands, she says. XGNYC is here. Yay! Awesome. Sweet. And then I see Katie over on the tweet chat, and Raina's there. Hi, Raina. And Rosie Lip Blog is on there, and she says, almost late for BB Live because I was frantically ordering some of the new MAC Alluring Aquatic collection. It's online now. Ooh. I noticed the packaging for that looks totally adorable. Stacy is here. She's trying to be early because last time she had to bring a tardy slip. Watching while having a facial mask on. That sounds good. Sounds like a good time. All right. Now let me see here. Am I seeing all the newest comments? Good morning from the foggy Pocono Mountains of PA. Good morning, Ann Karen. I bet that's a picturesque look. Awesome. Oh, Elizabeth says, what up, Tulsa? Yay! Awesome. So many of you are here. This is great. And Two Sons Mommy over on Tweet Chat says, good morning from Florida. That's Christy. And Allie says, first BB Live in my new dorm room. Happy summer, although it feels like fall. What are you doing in a dorm room already? Summer classes, perhaps? Oh, man. I remember moving into the dorms and then moving. I guess this time of year I was usually moving out of a dorm room. And my family always seemed so surprised at how much I could fit into that dorm room. It's like, yeah, we'll need several cars. I know I saw somebody moving into the dorms with a U-Haul, though, so I wasn't quite there. But what kinds of makeup, for those of you who are in college or have been in college and had to stay in kind of like a small space, what was your makeup collection like? Because I know I wasn't, like, YouTube wasn't around at that time, and I'd say my collection was definitely building, but it wasn't gigantic by any stretch. Like, I have what I had in college, I think I actually have the same set of drawers here under my desk right now, and it's like a set of 4 drawers that might come up about as high as I don't know, a short bedside table or something, maybe not even that high, but it had two deeper drawers on the bottom and 2 kind of skinnier drawers at the top. I had that, and then I had like maybe 1 set of something like this. and that was it. And I had my little makeup mirror sitting on top of the cart, so it was right off to the side of my desk. So when I was getting ready in the morning, I would just like turn over here and do that. But it was like, it wasn't like I was having to go minimal at school. That was just what I had. You know, that was pretty much everything I had, makeup-wise. I mean, maybe there was some stuff that got left at home, but pretty much I had my whole collection, and that was where it all fit. And now it's like, it would take up a whole dorm room. Kisses from Brazil. Oh, she moved over one room in my dorm because she's going to be a summer RA for the high school program. Okay. Cool. Just finished my last final, and the first thing I did was watch BB Live! Woo! Finishing the last final. Is there any better feeling? I mean, come on. That's awesome. I remember the celebrations that were had after finishing the last final. You could pack while you watch. Just crank up that volume and annoy your roommates. Abby says, good morning, Emily, baby, and Cupcake. Good morning. Tyler was just here, too. I said, do you want to hang around? And he's like, I've already got to get going. He had court this morning. Wait, is it? How's come the neighbors don't have their trash out today? Am I confused on what day is trash day? We got a lot of trash out because, you know, we've been doing a ton of cleaning because we're going to be moving soon. And if that's news to you, I mentioned it in a vlog, and I mentioned it here on BB Live not too long ago. But we're very, very excited. We can't wait. If all goes well, the closing should happen on Friday. So, then I'll put out some official celebratory comments, but not until those documents are signed. Trying to temper my joy just a little bit. Kristen's here! Hi, Kristen! I'm in a strange mood this morning, everybody. Oh, showing how many people are watching at the moment. That's cool. Heidi's here. Thanks, Heidi. Ooh, Haley's having some Cocoa Pebbles. Doesn't that sound delightful? Oh, thanks, Shannon. That's sweet of you. Good morning, Toronto. Valerie Stewart's here. She says it's been a while. The gang is all here. Oh, thank you, Jamie. Finals are done. Awesome. Dang. I always studied so long for the tests, and then Tyler, I know I've talked about this before, kind of because I'm resentful about it, but he could always just kind of bop in and take the test and like barely look over the notes, and he just had all that information in there, and I had to like drill it in. Jana says, I didn't have that big of a collection, just one shelf, but it's growing. Oh, Nina, my pleasure. Taser's here! Woo! She gets a special woo! Oh, okay. Hannah Shepard says the makeup I had in college was a little makeup bag. You know, that's probably enough. Allie says, I have a larger collection. My friend gave me a metal IKEA cabinet that I've put most of my makeup in with a cabinet I built on top. You know, if I sometimes wonder, like, what it would be like if I had YouTube in college. If that was around and influencing me and causing me to maybe make more purchases or make videos myself, that would probably have changed some things with my collection. But college was actually when I first started reviewing things. I think I've talked about this a little bit before, but there's a website, and it still exists today. It's called makeuptalk.com. I know they've got like makeup message boards and stuff like that. Not like bad message boards, but like productive, about makeup type stuff. And then I don't know if they still have this section, but when I was in school, they had a reviews section, kind of like Makeup Alley a little bit. And I had done some reviews there too. But I remember just randomly trying to look something up on a mascara, and a link came up to a review on makeuptalk.com. And so I read that and then just kind of got addicted sort of to reading these different reviews. I mean, it was my first real exposure to, outside of a magazine, to just regular everyday people's reviews on stuff. And so then, whenever I had a few spare minutes at school, I would, uh-oh, is somebody out there? I hear a vehicle, but I can't see it. But when I would have some spare time, I would write like little reviews on there. And that was my first ever reviewing experience. Oh no, Liz has laryngitis. I'm sorry. I hope you feel better. Yeah, I had such a nice response to doing it on a random Saturday that we are going to work that in some more. Oh my gosh, there's a new garbage truck. We're getting a new garbage truck. Okay. I'm sorry. I just got to watch this for a second. It's taking our garbage can. It's lifting the dang thing up on its manually. And then it's going to take our other one. Oh my gosh. That's so cool. They probably see me staring out the window thinking this woman gawking at us from inside. But our neighbors don't have their garbage out. Bummer. They're always on top of it. Hey neighbor, if you're watching, garbage people are going to be passing you by here pretty soon. Oh, I had some of a blue smoothie this morning and a banana muffin. I'm still hungry, but I'll wait till after this to eat more. Oh, my hubby loved Tyler's review on the Starburst. Yay! Thank you so much for those who, I think, hopefully saw the fun in that random review on the Starburst. I mean, let's face it, the Tie Day Friday reviews are all about having fun. And some days it's going to be kind of random. This week's won't be quite so random. But this week's review on Tie Day Friday, I will tell you, is going to address a specific issue that lots of people may be having, but not lots of people might be talking about. There's your tease. Good morning, Linda Webb. Good morning, Blimey. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you liked that video yesterday about the iconic makeup products. That was like a blast and a half for me to put together, and I love. I looked through so many like retro makeup advertisements online, and I just had a great time with that. Sorry, I burped. I enjoyed that so much, and I just thought, gosh, I hope people get the same enjoyment I'm getting out of making this. I hope people enjoy watching it like I enjoyed making it. You guys, I feel sometimes so out of the loop because well, right now I feel out of the loop because I have not watched makeup videos in a while of any form, and part of my issue is my uploading schedule. I'm shooting and I'm uploading, and while I upload, I will greatly increase my chances of having a failed upload if I'm having my internet in use at that time, and so that's kind of a problem. And then just, with all the moving stuff and all that business, so I've got a lot of catching up to do on other people's YouTube videos. It's nuts, but I'm going to have one heck of a marathon at some point when things start to slow down. What did I study at college? Amelia says, I'm going to study jewelry and metalwork. Well, that sounds cool. I studied, my major was called communication, and my emphasis was on media communication. So some schools might call it broadcasting or journalism. Yes, we have a name. We have thought of a name. Oh, good. Yeah, part 2 would be fun. I'm trying to think of, other products. The challenge is, I mean, I think you could go on and on with the stuff, with the iconic products that have come into the drugstore and have since cycled out. But the challenge is when you're thinking about those things that came in quite a while ago and are still there today. And there's not as much. For example, some people pointed out the Wet n Wild lip liner number 666 Brandywine. I was totally going to include that in this video. And then the other day when I was picking up a Great Lash mascara, I was in both Walmart and Walgreens, and neither of those stores are carrying any Wet n Wild lip liners anymore. They've just got eyeliner pencils now, and I'm like, what the heck? Are they discontinuing, or I mean, my Walgreens seems to have like the full spectrum of Wet n Wild, including the Fergie stuff, but there were no lip liners anymore. What's up with that? Report back. Tell me, are your drugstores carrying Wet n Wild lip liners? Because that is an iconic, like, classic type shade that they are very well known for. So I'm having a whole specialized unit made in my small room. I'm buying that Hollywood mirror because I love yours. Oh yeah, this mirror. I love my mirror. Can you believe I have still not replaced a bulb since I first got this thing? It's crazy, and I've had it for a little over 3 years now. Michelle, just finished my last year in college as a chemical engineer, trying to work in the cosmetic field making makeup. Wow, that's cool. My makeup collection has blossomed this year. I buy almost everything you review. Wow, that's so cool, Michelle. What a neat thing to be, having it in your background and having training for. That's awesome. Oh, thank you, Vanessa. I appreciate that. Wait. Salamanda says, present gives apple to Emily. I got behind on the comments here. Dang. Why do I get an apple? I'm over on the tweet chat now. Those lip liners were missing at Brooks CVS. Anna's a mass communicator, public relations double major. Any tips for the real world they keep talking about? Well, people say that a lot of times when people are interviewing for jobs these days, they're laying out their list of demands as opposed to saying what they can do for the company. So less I, more what I can do for you. That would be one tip. Bob made me play back T's response to his sister disagreeing with him several times. That was fun having Rachel here. By the way, today's Express review is on a really random product that Rachel and I both picked up last week. Yep, new garbage truck. What? Good night from Guam, watching before going to bed. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Have you ever thought about a local Ulta meet and greet? I have. And then I kind of thought, I've never heard of that being done before. Other than, like, times when I've heard of, Jamie from It Cosmetics or Laura Geller showing up at an Ulta. I've never heard of them doing it for, I don't know, a little person like me. So I don't know if they do that. I guess there's one way to know, and that's to ask, right? That's what needs to be done. I need to ask. Oh, an apple for the teacher. Yes. Thank you. Good morning from Louisiana. Or do you prefer it to be called Louisiana? Could you do a high-end version? Yeah, Stacy, that was kind of in the back of my mind too. Thinking about the iconic, long-standing, high-end type things. I just feel like, I mean, drugstore is kind of my specialization, if you will, so it would take me some research, but I could figure out some great high-end ones too. I mean, there are some I know of off the top of my head, but others that I think, you know, I mean, there are some things that are brought to mind when you look at that history of makeup book, and you're like, oh, okay, I didn't even realize this or that was around so long. With such a big makeup collection, do you ever do a makeup cleanup, whether it's giving it to someone else or throwing it away? Love from Italy? Yes, and love back to you. I go through it every so often, and I look the things that I am going to pull out of my collection to give to someone else, and I typically give to my family because I've always been a little fearful of doing blog sales and things where I'm offering up used makeup to the public, because I think, what if, not to be too cynical, but what if somebody got the stuff and claimed to, like, have some sort of reaction to something that I gave them, and then they want to turn around and sue me or something, you know? Like, I don't know. Not that a lot of people would do that, but who the heck knows? So if I've got limited edition stuff that has kind of run its course and is not really relevant to my videos anymore, or maybe some things that I got in a wrong shade, or you know, maybe something was sent to me and it's in an off type shade. A lot of times I give that to my mom, and she's kind of like, she'll share that with others. Other family and stuff, or you know, old stuff that just needs to be thrown away gets thrown away, and I do that every so often. It has to happen because there's more stuff coming in. There's just, you know, stuff kind of clogging up the works that you're not really using all the time. But a lot of times going through that will do one of two things. It will tell you what you need to get rid of, and it will do two of two things, is what I meant to say. And it will help you rediscover some things. You know, there's not a time that goes by that I'm not weeding some things out and also thinking, oh my gosh, I forgot I had that thing. That's so awesome. I need to use that more. So it really is good to be very in tune with what you have. And organization is key. The more organized your stuff can be, the more split up and separated it can be, the more aware you're going to be of what you have. If you're dumping everything into like a garbage can sized bin and thinking you know what you have, you don't. And then stuff really gets unused. So I feel like I'm able to keep pretty good tabs on what I have and know, you know, what's getting used and what's not getting used enough. Jamie says, bad storms here, electricity went out. Thank goodness I can still watch BB Live on my phone. Oh my gosh, Jamie, be safe. Switch back and forth between BB Live and your local weather reports. Getting ready for school as I watch. Thank you. Danielle, hi. Did anyone watch the Today Show this morning? Oh, the segment about a Harvard student who made a printer that makes custom color makeup. I've heard about that. I haven't read a lot into it, but I didn't see that segment today. Oh, okay. Lighty Lou has her tardy slip from the secretary. Thank you. Only official secretary endorsed tardy slips are allowed. And Beth's here. Hi, Beth. Oh, thank you, Emily. She just started following this year and loves the reviews. Thank you so much. And Katie's here from Wisconsin. Updated favorite brush video. Sandra, that is so on my list. Like, it is literally in my planner. So it'll be coming soon. This last one I did just kind of snuck in ahead of it. And I've been told I need to do some more tutorials. Sometimes I wonder about those, because I wonder, do people really like seeing my tutorials as well as reviews? But I don't know. I do like doing them, but I hope I'm, that everybody's enjoying watching them as much as I like doing them. You're not little, you're fun size. Oh, thank you. I think I have a shirt that says that. Louisiana. But Rebecca, in some country songs they say Louisiana. They just shorten it up. How am I feeling? I'm feeling real good. Very good. Very energized this morning for some odd reason. Must have been that smoothie. Oh, A. Smith Loves Beauty is off work today, able to catch it live. Thank you. Good morning from the Seattle suburbs. Good morning. Top drugstore spring lip colors right now. Orange, Radiant Orchid, Corals. That's a good question. I will tell you something that I've really, a little trio of products that you're going to look at, and it just screams springtime. I've blogged about these before. It's an orange. This is looking way pink, I think, but it's orange, red, and pink. And they're from Mally, and there's some lip lacquers that I bought last season. I think they're still available on mallybeauty.com, but I'm trying to go brighter a lot of the time. I went with a very smoky eye today, so the lips are a little more muted, but gosh, I could do a whole, video thinking through what maybe the top spring lip products for me would be. But I just think bright all around. Here's what I'm liking more of, is kind of like the brighter reds, not so much your deep, rich, dark berry reds, but the brighter, summery. I think I described them as going out for a picnic red. And I really like that tone of red for the summer. Cultureful, it means, well, thank you, but I don't know if I'm getting any prettier, but thank you for the sentiment. That's really sweet. Kisses from Greece. Hello. Jackie's here. Jackie's here, and it's her birthday tomorrow, and she's going to be 106, you guys. JK, she says 31. I just drank to that. Tips for a makeup look you can wear to a wedding day going to be a guest. Look that will work for day and night. Gosh, I think countless things would look good. I don't think there's just one look that could be workable for that kind of situation. I think. Here's what I would say. Wedding days, even for guests, are really long days, it seems like. Maybe you're starting mid-afternoon, and then you've got, a reception that lasts into the night. So I think the big focus should be staying power with your foundations, powders, that kind of thing. So focus on great long-wearing items that would be the same kind of recommendations I would give to somebody in a bridal party, really. And that there is a nice video that I did on that called Bridal Favorites Plus Tutorial. And I focus on things that photograph well and are really long-lasting. So I think you want to think about that first and foremost, and then as far as your eye makeup goes, do what you want there. I think give yourself some freedom. Maybe you have an idea that might kind of coordinate with whatever outfit you've got on. But I would say as far as a lip product goes, you may want to keep it kind of low maintenance for a really long day, either something that to be extremely long wearing that doesn't require a lot of touch-ups, or something that if you are going to touch it up, it's very, very easy, like, a tinted lip balm type of thing, or, you know what I'm saying? Or you could have fun and go with a lipstick, but just keep in mind certain things require a lot more maintenance, a lot more looking at in the mirror and stuff. Oh, Salamanda ran into one of her subscribers for the first time yesterday. It was incredible, surreal. We talked for an hour, It was nice to meet someone with common interests. That's so cute. That's awesome, Salamanda. Oh, my grandma and cousins are watching with me tonight. They say hi. We're munching on jelly beans and gummy bears too. It's late at night. Oh, this is fun. Yay. Hi, everyone. Hi, family. Dang. Nice to hear the family is watching with you. The lip color you wear in vids a lot, it almost looks like a strawberry or raspberry. It's probably a lot of different things. Honestly, I mean, I switch up what I have on my lips so much that it could be a lot of different things, but a color that kind of sums up that look that you're talking about is probably like the kind of lip color I was wearing in my last video. And that was Revlon Super Lustrous Cherries in the Snow. That comes off like a really nice kind of raspberry, bright, you know, kind of like a bright berry, if that makes sense. I just spit on my computer. But that'd be an example of that kind of color. Sneaks in with tardy pass. You know when you sneak in and you put it in bold, you ain't sneaking. It's all good. I welcome anybody here, whether they come in late or early. I'm thankful for you. Do you have plans on any other brand's favorite palettes videos? Yes, now I do. I really hadn't thought about that when I first did the Too Faced one. It was like I was just all about the Too Faced stuff in that video and wasn't really thinking about any others, but then so many requests came in saying, can you do this for Urban Decay and all these other brands? And so I think that'd be fun because palettes are, I don't know about you guys, but I think palettes are oftentimes a purchase you think about a little more. You know, it might cost a little more than just this or that product, but at the same time, I think they're a pretty good value also. So I just love talking about palettes. I love collecting palettes. So palettes are my jam. Good morning, Makeup in the Midwest. Good morning, Sherry. I love you. So glad you don't give in to haters. Are there haters? Do those people exist, really? Surely not. Okay, I'm sorry. I was missing out on tweet chat for a little bit. It's kind of hard sometimes to remember to switch over. Love the tutorials. Keep them coming. Okay, great. Awesome. What is the best eye brush for all purposes? Ooh, lid crease and highlight? I don't know. I would almost always go for something different on the crease than I would on my lid. You know, like I could totally make it work with two brushes. You know, a smallish flat brush. I use that Sonia Kashuk small shadow brush a lot, but then I love something like this one from Sigma, you know, that's a little bit pinched in here. Works great for the crease, like really getting shadow in there or buffing it out more. Why is the number of this escaping me just right at this moment? You know what I'm talking about. Hopefully. Somebody will shout it out. Pinched up here. I use it all the time. E25? E25. That's what it is. Ugh. Updated video on your most purchased products. Not a bad idea. Hey, Taser's in love with the highlighter that I reach for almost daily, the Laura Geller Baked French. See my dent in that? It was great. It's so, so nice. Really beautiful texture, not too shimmery. Is there ever such a thing as too many palettes? You may be asking the wrong lady. I would say no. And on Taser's point too, with this French vanilla highlight, Ulta is selling a kit where this is involved. This is part of it. Like if you look through Ulta's Laura Geller kits, there's something that sells the French vanilla along with some other things. I think in smallish sizes, but this stuff lasts forever. Even if you get something Laura Geller, if you got a Balance and Brighten in this size, it would last you so long. I'm trying to keep an eye on all these comments. Kristen says MAC 217 or Sigma E35 that can be worked with for everything if you have to, in my humble opinion, she says. Do you have any paint brushes as makeup brushes? I remember years ago I bought some low Cornell brushes that worked very nicely as makeup brushes, eye brushes in particular, like some really little detailed ones for eyeliner and such. I haven't pulled those out in a while, but I do still have them, so I need to look at those. Because I think there's definitely some dupe material in that bunch. Because I buy them at Hobby Lobby and get a set of just a whole bunch, and they're fun to stick into your collection. Macy says, stuck at home sick, but glad I get to watch Beauty Broadcast live. We got so many little people at home watching under the weather. I'm glad you choose to watch. That's so nice. Beauty Broadcast Express is the highlight of my week. My sister is getting married this weekend. Exciting. That'll be fun. You probably have a big role in that, since it's your sister. Oh, Becky bought the Too Faced Romantic Eye palette the other day, loving it. Yay! Is that not such an under-the-radar kind of palette? I couldn't believe I hadn't gotten into that yet. I mean, so beautiful. And such... I'll show it. I've got it right here for anybody who isn't familiar, but... There's such variety in this palette, and it's like you almost don't realize it until you get your hands on it and you start doing looks with it, and you're like, wow, there's so much that can be done here. What I probably should do is a tutorial combined with a blog post just talking about some different color combination ideas, because you can totally go straight across and use their suggestions, and there's little cards that come in here too, but even going out of the box, there's so many really pretty looks. You can get very smoky with it. You can not get smoky. Lots of options. I will tell you, I've got a little spot in my left side, kind of middle of my back. It'd be really nice if somebody could come rub that. Oh, it feels good when I rub it myself, though. I can do that. Yay! Okay, Jennifer got that highlight as well, and she got it in the kit. Can you check out the Sonia Kashuk Make a Face brush set? Got it yesterday. I haven't seen that. I'll have to head over to Target at some point in the near future. Have you tried Milani Uptown Mauve? Oh, that's Erin is talking to Two Sons Mommy. You know there's a song to go along with that one. It goes, Uptown Mauve. You have to sing it. If you're going to use that shade, you've got to sing it. And it's to the tune of Billy Joel's Uptown Girl. I think the Milani lipsticks smell like watermelon, and I tend to smell it for a while. You know what, Brooke? Somebody told me melon. Somebody said cucumber melon. Made him think that, and I can see that. I see where you're coming from. And Taser says, I like to use this highlight for lightly setting or under eye, brightens everything up. It's really nice. It's, you know, it's a brightener, but it's in the most, isn't it in the most subtle way possible, yet there's no lack of pigmentation there. I mean, it's in the shimmer or the glow that it has is just so barely turned on. It's like if you got a light on a dimmer switch and you just barely turn the light on, it's like that's how much shimmer it has. Too many palettes. Sorry, I'm just checking here. Oh, okay, this is something new that was sent that I don't think I'm really liking yet, but I've only used one of them so far. But these, Wet n Wild Color Icon, look what they did. Okay, it's cute. It's cute that they did this, right? You guys are thinking the same thing I'm thinking. I know you are, which is this tree, you know, it's you dip into it, but you not only pick up the blush, but you pick up the bronzer that surrounds it. And what about this little thing up there in the corner, being all tiny, being all like half the size of my blush brush? I mean, if this were a split pan, it could be a totally different story for me, but this may be like a deal breaker type of situation. I mean, I know I have them, but as far as reviewing them, my opinion on them, I think, gosh, you know, it's hard to dig in there and just get that one. And then they've got a lighter peach, you know, lighter than that one. Something that's really light, like a highlight blush combo. So I've only used that deepest one so far, but just so you know. Sherry says, you know what is my go-to flat shading brush for the lid? Real Techniques. I have so many more expensive brushes, but I love that Real Techniques brush. Might it be this little guy? The one labeled shading brush? This is really nice. If this is what Sherry's talking about, this is a great brush. See how mine just recently got cleaned? Very soft. This is good. This is a good example of a brush that's good enough for packing on your lid, but maybe just fluffy enough to start. Real Techniques also has a brush, and they're nice used with creams too, like those e.l.f. smudge pots, the beige flat. Just sharing. By the way, while we're talking about Real Techniques, I got these. I ordered these off of their website. These two new kits. The Modern Natural Makeup Kit. Yes, they're making makeup. And the Night Owl Makeup Kit. And I'm wearing the Night Owl shadows for my eyes today. But they include, just to show you, they include eyeshadows right here, and a cream liner, a blush, a cream highlight, and 2 glosses. I think they're like 25 bucks. Not ready to give a full review yet. I've only used this one once, and then this is my first day using just a portion of this palette. So I'll hold off on giving too many opinions, but because I can't stop myself when I'm on Beauty Broadcast Live, I will say hit and miss within those is my initial reaction. But you know I'll keep trying it. So... Oh, Sherry is on here, and Sherry was asking about which set that was, and Mariah answered Sugar Rush 6-piece collection. Thanks, Mariah. Jumping in there, Johnny on the spot. That's the kit from Laura Geller that contains that highlight. Dina's here. I'm a teacher. Our last day of school with the kids was yesterday, and I'm picking up my room for the summer and watching BB Live in the background. Excited to watch for the rest of the summer. Woo! Dina, I hope you stop your packing and do this dance along with me. That's the official happy dance. I come from a family of teachers, so I know the excitement teachers feel at the end of a school year. uh, Yay, I made it. Hi, Ibis. What do you think of the Makeup Geek Ultimate Eyeshadow Palette? I didn't even know about it. I need to check it out, I guess. How often do you wash brushes? Certain ones. Here, okay, it varies sometimes because, like, let's say I just use an eye brush for something, and then I'm doing a different kind of look or need that same brush for a totally different color. I'll do maybe a quick cleaning with a brush cleaning spray and a wipe or something. But I would say I shoot for once every couple weeks on most of my brushes. And here's my resolution. I was listening to Mally talking on, she's got a little like online QVC show and this and that. I can't remember where I heard her saying it, but she was saying that if you're using a brush for like a liquid product such as foundation, that should be washed every day. I could tell you right now I'm not washing those every day, and maybe I should, you know, because they do harbor more bacteria. But I tend to rotate. Like, here's my little cup of foundation type brushes that I rotate through. This one's gotten used recently, this one, but the others are kind of clean and waiting. So, but I haven't watched those daily, but maybe I can do, maybe what's feasible for me is weekly on those and then every couple weeks on the rest. But I mean, I clean with my Sigma glove and my Benjabel brush tree and my brush guards. Those are 3 little gizmos that I think are just great for the cleaning process. CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous holds up well with sweat and heat. I would agree with that comment. Talking about foundations that don't melt right off your face. Revlon Color Stay has options too. You know, if you're really not an oily skin type, but you're still concerned with staying power and such, the Color Stay Liquid, normal to dry, is pretty good. Jessica's homesick today. Everybody who's having a sick day is watching. Well, let's talk about face of the day, since we've been on here for 45 minutes already. I'm wearing the L'Oreal True Match Lumi. This shade that I have is in N5 True Beige. So I've got that on. I used my BH Cosmetics 6-color concealer corrector palette. I've used this all week so far. It's getting very washed out, but there are color correctors in the bottom and skin tones on the top. And I reviewed it. Oh my gosh, you guys, I gotta stop. Look where Cupcake's sitting. She's being adorable. We've got a little ledge with cutouts there. Can you see her? Wait. Hi, baby! I've got a little flower sitting there, and she positions herself right by it. Aren't you precious? And yeah, I've still got my reindeer sitting out there. She's so cute. Anyway, I found this to have pretty good coverage. Thing I need to do, I'd probably use a little bit extra of my Clinique All About Eyes as when I'm, you know, putting my eye cream on. This is my daytime eye cream. And so wearing that underneath, I think, kind of helps these texture-wise. But if you're super duper dry or you're very, very wrinkly in your under eye area, you may want to stay away from that. But I've been liking it for the coverage, and just, I like the shades. I like the shades that they put in there. MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. I've got that on today. I got from Ulta. This was a little, I think it was marked down to $6, and I had so many questions. I've never had as many questions about an Ulta brand product as I have this sculpting palette, so I went ahead and got it. Marked down to $6. I just went ahead and ordered it off the website because that's where I for sure saw it marked down. This is in Muse. It's a bronzer, a blush, and a highlight. And so far, so good. This is my first day using it. Can you tell I'm kind of also a little obsessed with these face palettes these days? Like I just recently reviewed the Sleek one. I don't feel like this is quite as pigmented as the Sleek. The blush is kind of my small issue with this, but I got one other shade of that too, so that's a potential review in the future. Oops. What else? That was my bronzer, blush, and highlight. My lips, I use this. This is new from NYX. It's called Chunky Dunk, and it's in the shade Pink Bikini. So every brand's got to have a jumbo lip pencil, right? This is pretty smooth. It's not like this shade, at least, is not super full color. First day using it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll like this one better. Of course, I got a berry shade, you know. So anyway, that's on the lips. I mentioned on my eyes, I've got on the Real Techniques Night Owl with just these shadows here. So I used a little bit of this light shade, some of the purple, primarily on the lid. It's one of those purples that doesn't come off real purple. It just looks kind of smoky. This in the crease and underneath, and just got real smudgy with it. And this is my liner. I used my Tarte Skinny Smolder Eyes in Onyx. I know Miss Kristen Game's going to completely 100% back up this comment, but these, I mean, there's totally a reason why these won an Emily Award for high-end eyeliner. They glide on so easily. These Skinny Smolder Eyes pencils. It's insane. Like, you could hold it between two fingers and it would transfer major color on there. And, you know, beautiful ability to be smudged out, but yet they set and they last. So I love those. Wearing my Essence I Love Extreme Crazy Volume mascara. A couple other little, like, kind of behind the scenes type products that I got. NYX was like buy one, get one half off. I got the Control Freak Brow Gel because I realized, you know, I had been using Maybelline Great Lash Brow Gel till the cows come home. So I needed to try something different. So I've got that on. It does feel very like Measure Hold, you know, and it didn't, the wand didn't seem too wet with product, so I like that. And then I'm using a lip primer, this NYX lip primer. Looks like a jumbo pencil. It's a twist up too, kind of like a Tarte Lip Surgeons or something. So I'm wearing that under the Chunky Dunk, as it was named. Yep. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with the Neutrogena ones. Are you talking about the jumbo sticks? Because those are incredible for not getting your lips all chapped and everything. I mean, they're just so moisturizing. Best of the best. Linda agrees. Smolder Eyes glide on like butter. Love them. The only thing I'm unsure of in the Sugar Rush kit is the gloss. Not to use light color. The Sugar Rush kit. What's the Sugar Rush kit? Or I think you're talking about Laura Geller kit. I don't own that kit, so I can't really say for sure. Full coverage powder that does not cling to dry patches. Well, I think first off you got to do your best to cater to the dry patch. I mean, powder is powder. So I think if you can do something to kind of treat your dry patch, like something that really changed my world and my game was the CeraVe in the tub, the moisturizing cream in the tub. And spot treating dry areas with that product worked so well. And then continue on with everything else. It doesn't need to go all over your face because it's very heavy. But on spots and dry patchy areas, it really worked wonders. So starting there, you know, that's a good thing. But a really good coverage, full coverage powder that I don't think makes the skin look incredibly dry would be the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Powder Foundation. It's a beautiful texture, and it doesn't. It's not completely matte. It's like a semi-matte finish. It's really nice. Are you planning to deliver in a hospital or with a midwife / at home? So happy for you. Thank you, Tabby Cat. In a hospital. Yep. Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon from Poland. What up, Poland? Oh, have you tried the balm Brow Pow? Vanessa, are you reading my mind? This was the one thing I forgot to mention for my look of the day. Just bought it and received it and really like it. So this is a brow powder. I used it, yeah, I've got 3 shades of this. I used it today in blonde because it goes on like pretty dark, don't you think? Don't you think it goes on pretty dark? Like it's a very pigmented powder. But here's my thing. I'm taking a pretty full brow anyway and just kind of filling in some certain areas. I'm not trying to recreate an eyebrow on my face, but there's a light brown that I think is a little warm for me. Comes off a little warm. The dark brown is a little bit cooler and obviously darker. I have liked using this on part as well as this, but I don't think I enjoy just using a powder as much as when I have at least some wax to give it something to cling to. And these days, you know, you're not out of luck if you don't have a wax, because you can buy like from Milani has this brow shaping wax, and you can kind of, you know, go over your brows with that a little bit, and then if there's a powder that's just like your perfect shade and you really want to use that powder, you can go over it and it locks everything in a little bit more. Like I said, for my purposes, I can get by with some powder because I'm not recreating an eyebrow, but if you are, you know, I would be ultra concerned with the staying power of just a powder. But yeah, I've been trying those. It seems like the amount of product seems kind of small. Like, there's the packaging, and then it's like a small amount of product in there. Seems like. But I'm still messing with that. Good morning from Los Angeles. Oh, chipmunking. Yes. Go-to pose. Or you're watching from work and you're like, well, although nobody has admitted yet today, I think, that they are watching from work, although I know some people are. Left, right, quickly. And then you're in the gang, you're in the group. You shouldn't call it a gang. Checking out the comments, heading over to Tweet Chat. Yeah, Beth, I've tried that Jack Black Lemon and Chamomile Lip Balm. It's awesome. Awesome, awesome. Are you getting anything from the MAC Alluring Aquatic Collection? I may check it out. I'm not sure, though. The packaging is just totally adorable, but I'm not sure. Raina says, I bought a couple of the Jordana Chubby Sticks balm stain things, and they ran outside of my lips really bad, she says. I'm sorry about that. I'm hoping I can test this lip primer thingy on some different things that might have that tendency. See if it really works. Yeah, this is our sign. See, chipmunking started with me. I know some people probably this is their first time, and they're like, what the heck is chipmunking? But I have done that for years. Like, I don't know. It's just I had gotten for Christmas one year a little chipmunk that danced and stuff, and its paws were always up like this. And then when it would start dancing, it'd start going like this. And so I just started doing that. Like, it's like I pride myself in getting other people to do it, like group pictures, or if you want to photobomb someone and come in, like, it's awesome. Baby bump. Okay. I have a blanket on today because I am a little bit cold. There's the bump. Look at it. Isn't it getting bigger? Oh, there's a baby right there. She's listening to us all talk about makeup and crazy stuff. What's she thinking? Best dry shampoo? For me, it's just using baby powder. Works the best for me. Has the best, like long wearing. What's the word I'm looking for? My hair stays fresher seeming longer with that than most other dry shampoos. Ooh, there's a tractor going down my street. You could probably hear that. It's loud. It's rattling the windows. Okay. Oh, Two Sons Mommy's watching from work. She's watching from work. That's right. There's no shame in that. You could be doing something very productive while you've got this on in the background. Oh my, Beth and Beauty just opened my QVC daily email, and the Bare Minerals Bearskin Foundation will be on there today, she says. Cool. Oh, Emily Carter's watching from work. Watching from work. Savannah's looking for your recommendation for a drugstore oily skin primer. Have you tried, have you looked into Hard Candy's primers? Do you have access to Walmart and Hard Candy? They've got like a good primer called Sheer Envy, and I'm pretty sure they came out with an oil control version. That's a really, really nice primer. But I haven't tried that specific oil control version, but I'm thinking, you know, that might be even better, a better option for you. One that I also love that I think is good for oily skin is, but it's a little more expensive, is the Garnier 5-Second Blur, particularly in your pore zones. Works well. Baby girl is going to know how to do a perfect smoky eye right out of the womb from all the makeup talk. Wouldn't that be cool? Baby comes out, we go into the little nursery area to see it, and she's like sitting there with a little like compact, and just, I would die. We would all die, wouldn't we? I'm glad you enjoyed how random Beauty Broadcast Live is, because it is completely random. Hello from Iowa. Hi, Iowa. Hannah Brown. That's where I was born. I was actually born in Burlington, Iowa, just across the river from Illinois. But that was the closest hospital. I'm from a town that's right there, kind of near the river. The mighty Mississippi, as some might say. Do you ever get the urge to do that when you've got, like, maybe you've braided your hair and then you do the little stashy kind of thing? I am 22 weeks as of yesterday. Is time flying for you guys like it is for me? I work from home, so technically watching while working, I can chipmunk freely, though. That's good. That's excellent. Beauty Insight says I'm uploading my first YouTube video. I'm super excited and super nervous. Well, don't be nervous, because it's whatever you want to do. The beautiful thing is that nobody's telling you, hey, you gotta make this YouTube video, it's gotta look this certain way or whatever. You do it, and you do it to your own standards and do it the way you enjoy doing it. And take comfort in that. Like, I always, sometimes I don't know how a particular video might be received from people, but if I come away from the editing process and know it's uploading and I'm like, yeah, I feel darn good about this video, that's enough for me, Oh, Raina is in a hospital down by the river. That's where I was born. That's where my mama had me. You need to have a special onesie made with a powder compact with BB Live on it. Oh, wouldn't that be sweet? Should be a little mascot alongside Cupcake. Two Sons Mommy says, I chipmunk at work, don't care who sees me. High five. Make them wonder. Intrigue them. What could she be watching? What just inspired her to make that odd movement with her face and hands? Good morning, Sensudo. Hi from Tennessee, Anna Lopez. Hello. Tennessee. Yeah, there's definitely some growth happening there. It's getting out there. And I always say, there's one direction for my belly to go, and that's outward, because I ain't got no torso. Amber Ford said, caught me, I'm a work watcher. Awesome. And Gina's watching from work too, filing some papers. She says, boring. And as far as, yes, my P.O. box, I am a little behind on opening up the stuff, because here's my thing, some of the recent things, because I kind of wanted to keep things somewhat not so strung out and a little more organized because of the move, and some things may be moving soon, because we're probably closing on the new house this Friday, so I mean, that's when the closing is planned for, unless some unforeseen thing pops up. But so I've got a little hold on some of the P.O. box items, just for the time being, while I get organized and realize whether I'm going to go ahead and get that moved out of here, because we're trying to sell this house and trying to kind of get some of the things out. So, but I will be completely on top of it very soon. What are your favorite Bite Beauty lipstick shades? I tried Palomino at Sephora. OMG, awesome formula. Yes. Okay, awesome bright pink. For brights, you cannot beat Palomino and pomegranate for a really true bright red. I also really like, and I'm going to pull, oh, what did I just push off? I just dropped a palette on the floor, and I'm a little concerned about it, so I better check that. Just a second. Ooh. Couple things popped out. I popped them back in, though. I'm trying to find over here my favorite shades. I found them. Of the Bite lipsticks, I mentioned Palomino, and I mentioned pomegranate, mulberry, especially fall and winter deep berry. This is awesome, awesome, awesome. I've used this so much, I've got like a big old nick in the top of it. And then a softer shade that I really like. I think I mentioned this in a Top Lip Products video. There goes that. There goes that tractor. Rose. Rose is a very pretty pink, less bright than Palomino, more of a true classic pinky shade, but these just feel awesome on the lips. Bite lipsticks typically aren't double-ended, but mine came from a kit, so they are, but they're not always that way. Bye, Nina. Thanks for joining. Wasn't that an awkward wave? I was like, my hand didn't know which way to go. Ah! Which palette was it? It was the BH Cosmetics Special Occasion palette that fell, and a shadow popped out and a highlight popped out, but I can hot glue those back in. They didn't break, though. Any new cravings? Not so sure if I have anything new or if I've had anything really, you know, like strong. Like, of course, there are always things I would like. Like, I would always like nachos, but I don't know if that really gets to count as a special craving. But one thing that I was wanting earlier this week and I did get was not just like a soft serve ice cream, but like a solid kind of ice cream. So we did a spontaneous, we're just crazy kids here, and we went to Walmart and got some of the little Ben & Jerry's tubs, and I was like craving that solid kind of ice cream, you know? So I got the mint cookie kind, and that's what I tweeted about last night. I was like, I'm cold, I'm covered in a blanket, I'm wearing a fleece jacket, but I must eat the ice cream. I need to eat this ice cream right now. But that's maybe a new development. Estee Lauder Double Wear BB Cream. How does it compare to Double Wear Light? Less coverage than Double Wear Light, but more coverage than you would expect with most BB creams. I do like it, and I like the staying power too. You put Double Wear on something, at least in my book, I've got an immediate high standard for it. So it's been working well. Have you seen the pictures of people who draw eyebrows on babies? Yes, and dogs. The mental images of that. Oh, Mia's backing me up on that Garnier 5-second blur. She says, worth the money for sure. Glad it's working for you. I really like it, and I mentioned it in my review video, but that is so much like the Mally Perfect Prep Poreless Primer. Insanely similar formula. Mally's is in a tub, Garnier's is in a squeezy tube, but very, very similar thing going on there. They even have the same, like, tint, that lightish pink kind of tint. Will you be doing daily reviews while you're moving? Yeah, I think what's gonna happen is probably we'll have a little space of time where the house has been closed on, and it's in our ownership, and we can get some things over there kind of on our own, and do a little bit of that happening gradually while things are getting, a couple things need to get painted. So the move, I think there will just be a weekend where things up and get moved on the massive scale, you know, the heavy stuff. But I think it's just going to be a weekend type process for that. Should be able to keep the reviews up. I hope. If not, it's going to be like... I'll be like, I didn't get a chance to do my review today. I'm going to have to shoot something real quick on my iPhone. Hey, guys, let me tell you about this product. and you guys would be like, man, quality has really plummeted this week. So that'll be my go-to emergency video situation, uploading straight from the iPhone on the go, trying to do stuff. Do you own the Resort palette from Sigma? Yes, I do. Ashley, I have a blog post that I did on that, would it have been about a year or so ago? If you go to beautybroadcast.net, type Sigma Resort or something like that in the little search box at the top, it should bring up a post with a review, swatches, a look, etc. Do you think Cupcake will like the new house? Yeah. I think she's, judging by what she does, like when we go back home for Thanksgiving or Christmas and we take her to my parents' house, she loves all the stairs, and we don't have any stairs for her to run on here, but there will be some mega stairs in the new house, so I think she's going to love that. She's going to have some interesting things to look out the window at, so I think she's going to have a ball with it. Oh. Oh, look what someone just did with her hair. Anybody recognize this woman? Kristen, that looks awesome. But my first thought was that looks like Kristen's mugshot. Like Kristen just had a wild night. And I love that she gets in on my reindeer games. That's great. That is awesome. Why don't I have the chat window? I don't know. I always see the comments below the video, but that's just me. Oh, and the reason, I maybe should have explained this better, the reason why we'll be able to do a little bit of gradual stuff with some smaller things to move into the new houses, because it's in the same town that we're in right now. So, yep. It'll be convenient. It's just going to be a bigger space. Just, I'm so excited. And I'm really, really freaking pumped that there is a pool. So I'm going to be getting my swim on all the time. Maybe I'll be doing reviews from there. Oh, certain paints not being safe while pregnant. Not sure which ones, though. Yeah, we're gonna have the rooms painted by a professional this time, so I won't be exposed. Because I know I couldn't stain the deck either. We were staining our deck a few weeks ago. I started to, and then I'm like, wait, am I supposed to be doing this? And then we looked at the can, and it's like, not pregnant women should not be exposed to this material or whatever. Gotta check that stuff. You never know. You just never know. Thank you so much for the prayers and the thoughts. I appreciate it. Maybe you can do a drugstore visit while Beauty Broadcast headquarters is being moved. Oh, that, you think Walgreens wouldn't mind if I set up shop in the corner of the store? There's a woman sitting in the back talking to herself about makeup. Oh my gosh. I don't think I'm going to paint it the exact... I think there will be a lot of pink involved in the makeup room, but not maybe the same exact shade. I have not tried the NYC BB cream, but Makeup Lover said she likes it, not much coverage, though. Hourglass ambient lighting powder, and how do you use it? Love you. Love you too. Okay. The Hourglass ambient lighting powders, I will say, I don't reach for them much. I don't find them to be incredibly useful, unique, or like doing amazing things on my face outside of like what a typical setting type powder might do, but I will refer you to the authority on this topic, and his name is Josh Collier, MUA, on YouTube, and he has a really great comprehensive video talking about all the different shades, how to best use them, who they'd be best for. It's a great educational video on the topic. So his name is Josh. If you search, even just do a YouTube search for Josh Hourglass ambient lighting powders. I'm betting his video would come up. But that would be your go-to on that topic. But I personally just haven't, I don't know, I haven't really gotten into them too much. Oh, Salamanda's charting new thrift store territory today. Wish me luck. Bye, Salamanda. Good luck. Have a great day. Swimming pool and waterproof makeup reviews. Yes. Yeah, that'll be fun. Do you have your makeup room picked out in the new home? Yes. It will be actually right next to the nursery type room. So, and something else we're really excited about is having some guest room space in this house also. Plenty of room for people to come and stay, and you know, maybe I'll eventually have that gigantic beauty broadcast like block party that I've been dreaming of for years. First time being able to join. Hi, Diana. Had some products here that I was going to mention. Oh, I'm probably going to do a full review on this. You guys know I've talked about Milani's iTech Extreme. This is a liner pen. Long, skinny tip. Really black. Has lasted me a good long time. Okay, Tarte has something called Precision Longwear Liner. Yeah, it's got some kind of a Python type print on there, but they're like the exact same. I mean, exact same. Everything about them, the way they apply, the blackness of the color. The one thing I need to test out a little bit more is how waterproof this Tarte one is, but dang, I mean, if you heard about this and are kind of liking this, that iTech Extreme is a really good liner pen. Uh-oh, I'm getting a phone call. But I'm not sure who it is. It's unknown. I'm going to wait on that. Clearly they are not watching Beauty Broadcast Live right now. Let me see here. Love the Hourglass Dim Infusion Blush. I find that I like my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush better than just the basic powders. Favorite flower beauty products? Really like these little duos, the bronzer blush duos. They're really nicely pigmented. They also have a neutral eyeshadow quad. Am I making this up, or is it called Foxy Browns? It's really, really good pigment on that too, matte and shimmer together. I've got it right down here. We'll see if I... yeah, I was right. This quad is really super nice. I see taupe, I see bronze, matte brown, light pink. That's a great little product. Those are the first things that come to mind for me, but there's probably more I'm not thinking of. Oh, the foundation stick. I like their foundation stick too. Yes. What palette would you recommend splurging on, Stila in the Light or the Lorac Pro? Lorac Pro, I would say. If you mention, should I get Lorac Pro or fill in the blank, to me, the Lorac Pro is such a good all-encompassing palette. I mean, it's just basic for your collection, a spectrum of mattes, a spectrum of shimmers. A lot of palettes kind of bounce around, and you're getting maybe a smattering of browns and bronze and neutral, and it might be great, but I really think a good investment, a good thing to just have, is that Lorac Pro, because then you're like, okay, I'm doing this look, dang it, I need a matte medium brown. Go to the Lorac Pro. I need a matte cream shade for my highlight. Lorac Pro. I need a rich, dark black to use as my liner. Pro palette, you know? So I think that that is definitely something that should be part of your collection. And then you get that, and from there you look out and you say, okay, now what do I want beyond that? It's more specialty type palettes, like something like this that's, you know, different colors. But as far as basic fixture of your collection type item, it would be Lorac Pro. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Francis. Hi from Estonia. Excellent. Sorry if I'm missing some. I get on some little bitty tangent type things on here. Have you ever been to Europe? I've been to Germany and did a little German haul. I was there for a wedding and didn't have tons of. I guess maybe the town I was in didn't have a lot of selection, because I know people had mentioned certain brands to me and I wasn't able to find them all there. But I think I did a blog post on that. If you Germany haul. That was one situation where I did get some stuff and tried it, enjoyed it, loved getting to browse those drugstores, and it was so interesting how the things that we have, you know, like basic stuff, like maybe a L'Oreal lipstick, you know, over there it looked totally different. Like, it's still L'Oreal, they've still got a big L'Oreal display, and a lot of the same products, but maybe they're named slightly differently, and they're packaged differently, too. It's kind of cool to see that. Can we just go on a world tour and just look at different makeup everywhere? So fun. Oh, more people asking about that MAC Alluring Aquatics collection. Like I said, I haven't really scoped it out heavily, but people have been saying it is on the website, so I will look at it, but I'm not sure what, if anything, I will get yet. I haven't bought MAC stuff in a while. Not for lack of enjoying it, but just, you know, I just haven't. Part of it's not having like a MAC counter around here where I can just see stuff and touch it and be tempted by it all the time in that way. So like I have to go to the website, and it's harder to get a vision for the shades on there. Where can you buy Lorac Pro now? Ulta? Yeah, I've seen it at Ulta. Yeah, lots of people are saying they love that palette. I mean, for basics, you cannot go wrong. Would the makeup room be bigger, smaller, or the same size? It's going to be a bigger room than what I'm in now. And I'm very happy about that because it will accommodate my computer that I edit on and stuff. So I'll get to have like kind of, you know, this desk and whatnot, but I'll have, there's a little nook, like a kind of a notch out at, like the room turns a corner kind of, and there would be space for a computer desk, and I could kind of have everything all in one very convenient space. Right now I edit in the bedroom. Got that computer in there. Doing any dollar store adventures? I love the two you've done. Thank you, Amelia. I actually scoped out Dollar Tree to see if it would be possible, because a lot of people said, will you do something like that at Dollar Tree? And this was a couple weeks ago. I went in there and I just looked around, and all the makeup, this probably varies a lot from town to town, but all of the makeup was LA Girl. Or LA Colors, I'm sorry. And that was it. There wasn't any like random stuff in there. And that was kind of disappointing to me, because I'm like, well, this would just amount to an LA Colors one brand tutorial, right, basically, because there wasn't just, you know, that kind of like Dollar General more so has a big variety, it seems like, and maybe some store brand type stuff. Dollar Tree more so will just acquire some different regular brand stuff, but normally there's more variety than that, so I was a little disappointed. There goes that tractor. I'm keeping you guys updated every time it goes past. When you do lip swatches for your blog and Beauty Broadcast Express reviews, what do you use to remove the color each time? Must be so drying. Some things really are. Some things are. I will actually take, and I'm out of them. I'm out of them right now. Just recently ran out. But the Aveeno Ultra Calming wipes seem to be very gentle. And I'll take those right across my lips. And then, like, that gets all the product off. And then I kind of blot, because I don't want to taste the remover type stuff that's in there. So I blot with a tissue and then start over. Some things can come right off with the blot of an actual, just a Kleenex, but a lot of things can't. Certain lipsticks won't fully remove with that, because you want to start with as clean a slate as possible. And I always go light to dark, just on the off chance that something is really hard to remove. I start with my lightest shade and then build on to that. So you're seeing the true color every time. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm glad you like the shirt. It has quite a plunging neckline, apparently. Sorry if I've missed some comments. I feel like I have to refresh this so often because they're not automatically coming in. Hi, Wing! Thank you. Thank you very much. My hair has been a bit of a problem this morning, so I'm glad you like it. Some days it's like 9 times out of 10 I can wash my hair at night, sleep on it, and maybe this is expecting a lot, but I can wake up the next morning and it'll be pretty, like straight and acting normal. But today I must have slept on it really funny because I had kinks everywhere. So I was trying to like blow dry before this and get it a little more smooth. This bracelet, I believe I got this from a store called Cato, C-A-T-O, and it's like a women's fashion and accessory store, and they've got really good deals on jewelry and shoes there. And I love big cuff type bracelets like that. So, thank you. I'm glad you like that. Looks nice with the silver jewelry, turquoise, etc. Hello from Trinidad. Hello. What are your thoughts on the electric palette? I was actually just reading reviews last night. I get a periodic email from Makeup Alley, which is a great website for countless reviews. You could read reviews there all day, all night, 365 days a year, and probably not read all of them. But I'd gotten a little email update, and it was talking about some hot products on there. And I started reading some of the reviews on the electric palette, and I am feeling really tempted to get it. I thought I was going to just hold off. I thought, it's so dang bright. Will I even use it that much, or will I just feel like using it for a while and then it'll be one of those things that kind of slips back into the background? But so many people were talking about how pretty certain shades are just used as a pop, with kind of a more neutral look, and how much they like the quality. And so I'm really thinking about it now. Not that I need another palette, but you guys know my philosophy on palettes. You can never have too many. Oh, thank you, Kimberly. She's talking about lipstick matching eye makeup and do a video about how you'll kind of coordinate everything. That's a good idea. In a lot of cases, I feel like with neutral eye looks, lots of different lip colors could work. But what I think would be really helpful is, yeah, when you're working in more of a distinct color on the lids, then what would you do with the lips? That would be a fun video. And I could look back, like I could even pull pictures maybe from old blogs and old videos and use those as examples and explain a little bit. That would be good. My computer's taking its time to do everything right now. It's not even refreshing my comments. That's not good. Do you have any recommendations for a face wash to use with my Mia? Normal to dry, pretty clear skin. If you're dry, I really like the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser. I mean, and my skin has been pretty normal to dry right now. Not more normal than dry, but I still use that every morning. And it's not one of those face washes that's going to have like little beads in it or anything, because I don't really like using those kinds with my Mia. I like something that's a little more just either creamy or gel-like. And so that might be a good option, because you're getting that deep clean with your Clarisonic, but you're also getting a wash that's not stripping your skin. So also recommended, Erin Essence says I use the Cetaphil Gentle Cleanser. So there's another option. Oh, Erin, I got this from Cato, C-A-T-O. I don't know if everybody has those everywhere. But that's where I got mine. It was probably like $2 or $3. I don't like spending a lot on jewelry or clothes or shoes. Is it a big green tractor? Every time you mention the tractor, I think of that Jason Aldean song. Take another ride on my big green tractor. It's yellow, actually. Just a yellow tractor. Goodness gracious. Forever 21 is expanding and has gone solar, saying they are bringing prices down due to them saving on energy, here in LA at least. That's interesting, Linda Webb. The lipstick I'm wearing today is this NYX Chunky Dunk pencil in pink bikini. My first time trying this. And I have a berry color too that's called Berry Mojito. So this shade was a little, I don't know, not quite as full color as I was expecting, but it is also a light pink, so we'll see. But gosh, it's already 10:36, people. Nobody told me. Thank you guys so much for being here today. This is always a fun group. I always have fun every Thursday when we do this, or Saturday if we do it then too. But yeah, I will keep you posted on if anything were to change for next week as far as timing of this, because a lot's probably going to be happening over the next week, week and a half, as far as moving stuff and this and that. So I will let you know. I always update that information on Twitter and Facebook, so make sure to follow facebook.com/beautybroadcast and twitter.com/EmilyNoel83, and you'll have all the updates. As for new videos, I'll have a new video coming on the Express channel this afternoon. So thank you guys so much. So much fun. I love you guys. You're great to hang out with, because I feel like we're really, you know, talking here. Even though to outsiders looking in my window, it might just seem like I'm talking to myself, like when I was in here staring at the new garbage truck that went by. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.